Good afternoon. I'm Shawn Yao, and this is One News Now. Parañaque joins other LGUs in gearing up for their planned immunization programs as vaccine hesitancy remains rife among residents. We'll get the details from Romel Lopez, who joins us live from Mandaluyong City. Hi, Romel. What is the latest step of the Parañaque LGU?
Sean, the city government of Parañaque conducted a simulation of its vaccination program earlier today. Local officials carried out a dry run of the plant inoculation. One mall in the city served as the vaccination hub for the simulation. The procedure involves several steps, including checking of vital signs, pre-registration, and validations of documents. Only then will the vaccination proper take place. Those who are vaccinated will stay at a holding area where they will be monitored for the immediate effects of the vaccine. In a simulated scenario, one patient suffered from an adverse effect of the vaccine. Emergency medical personnel on standby around the vicinity immediately attended to her needs. According to Mayor Edwin Olivares, they want their frontliners to be ready for various possible scenarios. They also want to fine-tune their system ahead of the actual vaccination. Olivares said Parañaque and all other Metro Manila LGUs have allotted contingency funds for the vaccines to augment the effort of the national government. But according to the official, the number of those willing to be inoculated remains very low in some areas. He explained that this is maybe due to some negative reviews and news in relation to some of the vaccines. In Parañaque, Olivares said 60% of its residents want to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Sean, Mayor Olivares is calling out the national government, particularly the Department of Health, to address the vaccine hesitancy. Sean?
All right, thank you for that update. That was Romel Lopez of News 5 joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III is reminding LGUs to make sure that their constituents are properly vaccinated. At today's Code Team visit in Quezon City, Duque stressed on the importance of cold storage facilities in mass inoculation plans. The health chief stressed that there is no room for errors in administering the jabs. Duque also assures the public that the government is also preparing for the eventuality of adverse effects from COVID-19 vaccines.
Speed and precision are key to the successful management and implementation of your immunization plan.
And our economic manager said that the economy slightly improved in the fourth quarter of 2020. In the previous quarter, GDP contracted by only negative 8.3%. That is lower than in the second and third quarters of last year when the strictest lockdowns were in place. The slower contraction was attributed to the reopening of some businesses and wider accessibility to public transportation in October. However, officials did note that until quarantine policies are further eased, economic recovery will continue to be limited. We'll have more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Senators did not mince words against PNP Chief Sinas, who initially snubbed today's Senate hearing on the recent killings. Mean Los Baños joins us live from Mandaluyong to tell us more. Hi, Mean. Why did PNP Chief Sinas show up tardy to the Senate inquiry?
Sean, senators questioned the absence of PNP Chief Sinas at the start of today's Senate hearing. No less than Senator Bato de la Rosa, former PNP chief, insisted the need for the top officials of the PNP to attend Senate inquiries, especially when they're invited. Senators did not take lightly the absence of PNP Chief Sinas in today's inquiry into the recent spate of killings in the country. Senate Committee on Justice Chairman Richard Gordon was irked by the response of Police Major General Marnie Marcos when asked why Sinas could not make it. Marcos said the PNP chief was in a separate event.
When we invite, that should be taken seriously.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you say very cavalierly that he's attending other meetings as if the Senate is not important.
Former PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa also gave an earful on the matter.
Alam ko how important is the Senate hearing. Yung credibility natin dito as an organization ay nakataya palagi pag hindi mo nasagot ng substantially yung mga questions dito sa hearing, sisira ka kagad sa tingin ng taong bayan.
Sinas eventually joined the hearing and apologized for his tardiness. Senators then asked how Sinas would be able to implement improvements in the PNP. Within a short stint to which he responded,
Palisiya kasi ng PNP, sir, yung mga policy na inumpisahan po nung nauna sa amin, basta dumaan na po yan sa mga tamang proseso ng mga technical working group at na-evaluate na po, ay pinapapatupad po yan, sir.
the family of Sonia and Frank Gregorio, who were both killed by Jonel Duezga last December, were present in the hearing. While there are no threats to their lives, the family is still fearing possible attacks from Duezga's camp. But Sinas assured them that a police team is assigned to look after their safety. Sean, during the hearing, Senator Gordon also lashed out at the LTO or Land Transportation Office because of the absence of its chief, Edgar Galvante. The senator also chided the LTO for its slow production of bigger motorcycle plates. Sean?
Thanks for all those updates, Mean Los Baños, joining us live from Mandaluyong. In other news, the Agriculture Department is now in talks with Vietnam and the United Kingdom for the planned acquisition or planned procurement of vaccines against the African swine fever. DA Assistant Secretary Noel Reyes told Sa Totoo Lang that once available, the samples will still undergo field testing here. Meanwhile, Reyes said that researchers from the Central Luzon State University have developed cheap ASF test kits.
Makakuha lang ng sample na tigigisa, 70 pesos lang per sample ang test na yan. Kailangan po merong talagang marunong mag-administer o kumuha ng sample para accurate po ang makukuhang mga datos.
And Facebook will stop recommending politically themed groups to users, which is a measure already employed in the U.S. due to election tensions. Facebook chief Mark Zuckerberg said that they plan to keep civic and political groups out of recommendations globally and for the long term. Zuckerberg also added that the social network will reduce political content in main news feeds of users as part of a push to turn down the temperature and discourage divisive conversations. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.